Plus. Welcome to Cellmates Podcast. I'm Dick Ward.
I'm Kate Phillips.
And welcome to Cellmates. This is a podcast where we take two animated movies and compare...
Wait.
No, hold on. I got this.
No.
We compare and contrast...
Uh-oh.
What?
Well, normally, we're a podcast that compares and contrasts in Venn diagrams to animated movies, but not today.
No, but that's what I was just saying.
And not for the next 30 days.
What? Why not?
Plus.
Minus. Am I doing it right?
Dick Ward,
Yes.
I have some news for you.
Oh, I love news.
We are embarking on a special project.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you were told by the podcast. I don't know if you were informed by Cellmates Podcast.
I don't know if I was.
There's a little bit of a format change going on here. Welcome, listeners, to Cellmates Podcast, 30 Days of Plus.
Minus. Am I doing it right?
No.
Oh. What's 30 Days of Plus?
Well, let me tell you. Disney Plus is a streaming service operated by the Disney company.
I've heard of this.
And
it's been advertised a little bit.
A little bit around New York. I have never seen all of those like video screens that are on random street corners all aligned to Disney Plus. Like for the past 7 days.
All the same thing.
They're never showing the same thing.
But what does this have to do with our podcast?
So,
we're not a podcast about streaming services.
Well, we're not. But we have this, and we figured, well, so do you want some backstory, Dick?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
So on our last episode, we had mentioned that several of our friends had nominated us informally for this contest that was being advertised, where Disney was going to pay $1,000 to a contest winner to watch 30 Disney Plus titles in 30 days.
That sounds really easy.
In the first 30 days of operation.
That sounds like free money. Why didn't we do that?
You'd think so.
Oh.
But you had to submit like a YouTube video and state the number of followers you have on all the platforms.
Oh.
And it seemed like we weren't going to get chosen, and it was going to be a lot of work.
And it seems shady, right? Like, I feel like you're giving away your likeness rights or something.
Yeah.
You're a kidney.
So anyway, we're going to do it without their $1,000.
What?
30 days, starting today,
Yeah.
which is, at the time of recording, we're on November 12th, 2019, the first day of Disney Plus.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like Rent.
From here on in, we are shooting without a script. That's true.
That is true.
So we are bringing you one Disney title a day for the next 30 days. That is available on Disney Plus.
So these are all... we're going to compare two animated movies every day for 30 days. We're not doing that.
That's insane, and we would need to quit our jobs.
In the words of Jerry Phillips, that's false.
Yeah, that's false.
Yeah.
So we're doing one thing a day.
Okay.
It might be a 20-minute episode of a Disney Plus show or a show we haven't seen in a couple decades.
Yeah.
It might be a longer special, a movie behind the scenes or a Disney original show. It might be a 3-minute short from a beloved Pixar character.
Or a series of 3-minute shorts even.
So just, we're getting a title from Disney Plus, talking about it, one a day, because we're not superhumans. We're not.
Yeah. One a day, and I will commit myself to not editing these very well.
Yeah. You're getting bottom of the barrel Cellmates podcast here. You're welcome. But
right.
yeah.
So wait, let me ask you though, because I mean, obviously, to pull back the curtain for the listener, we have jobs, we have lives.
Yeah.
We're not going to record one of these every single day. We're probably going to record like 5 in a day and then 5 another day,
Well,
right?
They don't need to know that.
But I'm just saying, if we're doing that,
Yeah.
and we have a cocktail paired with every one of these, we are going to be drunk as skunks by the end.
Right. Well, so Dick, what do you have in front of you right now?
Well, I don't know. Is this like a vodka soda?
It looks like it could be.
It's clear and kind of tasteless.
Yeah, you would almost say it's like original flavor, but it like a little extra.
Yeah, it's like an original flavor White Claw without the alcohol. That's what it tastes like to me.
So like just a soda.
Yeah, just like a soda.
But Dick, can you tell us a little bit about how you made this soda?
What? Yeah, we have a soda stream.
A soda what?
Stream.
A soda what?
Stream.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we have a soda stream. We're making some sodas. We're streaming
some sodas.
Some sodas, and we're streaming some Disney movies.
Boom. There's your cocktail. It lasts for 30 days. You're welcome.
Boom. All right.
Yeah, so the movies we're going to be doing, they might not all be musicals.
They
might not all be animated.
That's true.
But they will all be Disney.
Yeah, they'll be under the Disney umbrella.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're going to try and hit a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, by the way, I am caught up and I know what we're doing.
You're welcome.
We're going to try and hit a little bit of everything. So we're going to get your Simpsons in there. We're going to get some Star Wars in there. We'll touch on some National Geographic. We'll try and hit like a little bit of each era of Disney because they've got it organized by era.
Dick, I want to just, on the record, you're making a lot of promises right now.
Well, I'm promising that we'll try.
Oh, okay. We can promise to try.
We'll promise to try.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dick, you've had the day off.
That's correct.
And you've been playing with Disney streaming since it went on, like, online at 6 a.m. pretty much.
I've done other things today.
Like, we woke up, you started the content that we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Like, as I was still in bed, you're like, it works, it's great. I go to take a shower, and then you already have, like, 12 things on our watch list by the time I'm out of a shower.
I'm pretty excited about this.
It was really like watching like a child on Christmas Day just have fun with his new toy.
Yeah.
There's so much on there.
And there's so many surprises. Like, I feel like I've seen the list of stuff that's on, but just like scrolling through, I'm like, whoa, what? There's just like all sorts of cool stuff. Like movies I didn't even remember seeing until I saw the poster again.
Yeah.
Like weird like Swiss Family Robinson, which of course the most popular ride at Walt Disney World, a treehouse, is based on.
The Tarzan one broke this week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
$1 Million Duck.
$1 Million Duck.
I wonder if the lottery ticket's on there.
I bet it is. Did you know that was filmed at Disney MGM Studios?
I heard that something was filmed at Disney MGM Studios, and I heard it starred Bette Midler, and it might have been about a lottery ticket, but I didn't know it was that movie.
You guys are in for a treat, or if you just want to tune in for our regular Monday episodes, we understand.
Yeah.
But mostly this is going to be a treat.
And just to let y'all know, this is not replacing our normal Monday episodes.
This is not.
So on Mondays, you might get 2.
Yep.
You might not get 2, but
knows?
you might get 2. So it's going to be interesting. So if you've been looking forward to us doing some more movies, those are still on the way. This is additional content because we're crazy people.
Yep. So Dick, day one, welcome. Welcome to day one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Would you say, Dick, that day one is like the beginning of something?
I would.
Would you say that this series we're doing all starts with day one?
I would say that.
Would Walt Disney say that?
As long as it's not unionized, yeah. He'd be into it.
Walt Disney would say, not that it started on day one of Disney Plus, because he's not alive. Dick, when would Walt Disney say that all of this started?
He'd say it all started with one lucky rabbit.
Oh, no.
Oswald No? No. Oh.
He did get the rights back eventually.
He would say it all started with a mouse. Kate.
It all started with a mouse. It's a thing that's inscribed on the Walt and Mickey statue at Disney World. It all started with a mouse. So
all started with a mouse.
We, of course, have to start today, day one of 30 Days of Plus, with
Steamboat Willie.
That's correct. Dick, what is your previous experience with Steamboat Willie?
Well, here's the deal. I thought I had seen Steamboat Willie. I've definitely seen it before every Disney movie since Tangled.
Well, like 3 seconds of it, right?
3 seconds of it.
The whistling with the wheel.
The swinging a cat part, yeah. I've seen... I know I've seen bits and pieces of it. I know I've seen a Simpsons parody of it.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of parodies of it. But if I've seen it before, I forgot a lot of parts of it.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic in like, I know what Steamboat Willie looks like.
Yeah.
I know that 3 seconds. And even before it started being used as the intro to Walt Disney animated features.
Like, you know the look of it.
Yeah, you know the look of it. And so I just had assumed that I had seen it. Same. I had not seen it.
Nope.
Oh, if you have not seen Steamboat Willie in a while, it's 7 minutes. Pause now.
Yeah.
So that you know what the hell we're talking about.
Also, by the way, did you see that Steamboat Willie was like high trending today on Twitter? Because it seems like a lot of people were like, it all started with Steamboat Willie. It all started with the mouse. I'm going to start there. And it didn't like all start with Steamboat Willie. This was not the first cartoon Disney made by like a long shot. But it was the first one with like the first one Disney made with a soundtrack,
and the first like featuring of Mickey and Minnie. They had been used in like test screenings before, and they had produced a couple concurrently, but this was the first one that was distributed. So for most audiences, this was their introduction to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
and like you said, the sound and film together,
and of course Willie,
huge deal. Yeah,
who is not. Doesn't seem to be a character in the movie.
No, apparently it's a play on Steamboat Bill something. It was like an existing IP.
Oh.
There's a lot lost through the ages. Including, It's
a parody title.
Let's just cut to the chase.
Let's cat to the chase.
Yeah, if this is my introduction to Mickey Mouse, I'm vaulting him.
He's such a dick.
He is an animal torturer.
Well, he's also an animal, so...
Yeah, so that's extra confusing. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have any regard for the like creature life, human or animal, depending on how you're going to view each of the... Whether it's like bipedal as human and he's a jerk.
Yeah.
I spot several crimes in the film.
Yeah,
he could be prosecuted for.
So let's get it out there. Mickey grabs a cat by the tail and swings it around the tune of Turkey in the Straw.
That's not even the worst part. And like Turkey in the Straw has a problematic history.
Sure,
it comes to popularization in the United States through its use in minstrel shows with some really rancid lyrics.
In fairness, though, it also has a long history in ice cream. So,
well, they're tied together.
You know,
go America.
Yeah.
So there's that. But like the swinging the cat by the tail was not even the most problematic for me.
Really? Well, you don't like cats.
It was yanking the tails of the piglets who were sucking on their mother's teat, and then lifting the mother up, shaking her so that the piglets all fell off, and then playing her nipples. This was... We're not making this up. This was real. We saw it.
This is the cartoon that the Walt Disney Company is fighting to keep under copyright.
Is built upon.
Yeah. This is the reason nothing is ever public domain anymore. This is the reason, like, this is what Disney is built on. This cartoon is weird.
So let's take a few seconds to establish like why this cartoon propelled the Disney company to, like, what's good about it. What is, because we'll get back to razzing on it.
All right.
But what's groundbreaking? It's sound and animation and synced together. It's not just like background music.
Yeah, and I think this is the first. This is like the first commercially successful cartoon to sync sound and music. Mm-hmm. I think it's the second one that was made, or the second one that was released. Disney made one previous to this that I don't think was released because the syncing didn't work right. So they had the brilliant idea to use a click track to play along to this one. So this is like I mean, eventually, like in ADR, in voiceover and stuff like that, a click track is still used. It seems pretty standard, but we hadn't really recorded audio.
No one had even
to
known it
video
was
before
necessary. Yeah, it's questions you didn't even know you needed to ask at that point.
Yeah, and this whole thing was inspired by Disney seeing The Jazz Singer,
Right.
which was the first. I don't know if the first, but the first popular movie with sound and video synced.
Also based on minstrelry.
Yeah, I mean, Kate.
The 1900s in America.
All right, I'm going to save everyone some time. Anything we watch that was released before 1950 was definitely based on minstrelry.
Yeah.
Anything after was probably based on minstrelry.
That's a good, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Time saver.
I appreciate that time saver.
This was released in 1928. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was a problematic time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The voice work is good. Walt Disney does all the voices, and no one says words, but it's like, it's definitely more than, I first thought it was like just musical instruments making the sounds, but then it's clear that like, it's like, yeah. And that's neat and probably
It's fun,
new.
yeah.
It is like, if you're going to tout the syncing to music, his animal torture does sync up pretty well to the music.
It does.
And even like when he's playing on pots and pans or cow teeth,
That cow tooth thing was good, though.
well, it's actually
And the
like,
cow was happy with it.
well,
The cow was smiling.
the cow is so happy to be.
The cow was smiling at the end of it.
Anyway, they're sequenced in an order that actually matches like a xylophone or piano. So when he's playing higher notes, he's on one side of the kind of scale and the lower notes. So that's fun as a musician because no one gets that right. So that's neat.
Kate, if I was to ask you who your favorite character in this episode was, who was it?
It might be the poor goat who ate the ukulele and then they cranked its tail. It ate sheet music and a ukulele and then they cranked its tail and notes came out of its mouth. That was actually pretty entertaining.
I like that joke too.
If it had just been that, that's fine.
It ate sheet music and some of the notes like fell off the sheet
yeah, like
music
as like
as
crumbs out of
eating
his
it.
mouth. Yeah.
I think that's a fun bit. I disagree with you though. I think your favorite character is the baby horn. Because that character feels like the mater of this episode.
That is true. It's certainly your
film.
character. You said it from the beginning.
Yeah.
There's 3 horns at the beginning. One goes toot, one goes toot, 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 toot. Then the third one is silent. And the second horn kicks him with his horn foot. And then the third one goes toot.
It was great.
That's all.
That was great.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Cool. So
When you said that this was trending today,
yeah.
I think one of the reasons could be that the way that at least I found this was there's a lot. So Dick, talk us through the home screen. You've had, sorry, I don't know.
You just want me to talk about the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's so much like, you know, I have a mental framework for Netflix and for Hulu.
Yeah.
Disney Plus is just a lot of boxes to me right now.
Yeah, and it kind of is. So I'm going into this with the assumption that if you listen to our show, there's like a 70% chance you have Disney Plus already.
And like an extra 20 that you're in the market.
Yeah. But Disney Plus is arranged, I would say kind of like Netflix used to be. Before it was like auto playing everything in a very frustrating way. So everything is like boxes. It's all like the poster or the DVD cover of the thing as you browse through. There's a search like there would be on a video service. There's also there's like it's broken down into categories, and then when you go into the search, it's broken down into different categories. So even before you type search something, it's like, cool, here's Disney from the 20s and 30s. Here's Disney from it's broken down by decade, which is really neat because you can scroll through some of the dark years and just be like, oh, they didn't have anything.
Yeah, the 70s looks rough.
Oh, it looks so rough. I can't wait.
But Steamboat Willie is the first thing
the first
in that
thing
section.
in
If
that
you click on the
section.
Through the Ages, so that's probably one of the reasons it could have been trending.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I kind of like that you can kind of like, here's the if you want a certain decade, and here's the thing if you want Pixar. Like, there are several categories, and then recommended titles.
They've got really well curated categories, and I hope this is something they add more of, because I'm really enjoying just like looking through, because there's like, cool, we've got a bunch of Cars stuff. Here's the Cars category. We've got a bunch of Star Wars. Here's the Star Wars category. But then there's also like Marvel movies, princesses.
And this is going to be something that, like, you know, so many families use Netflix and Hulu, the kids sections, as like, here's your, like, mom has to clean the house. Here's your next hour. Just like anything within this section. This is even better in terms of, I feel like Netflix, maybe you can search for like princessy type things.
That kids section is getting dire.
Yeah. Well, now that all Disney is gone from it. But it is nice that, like, if you have a kid obsessed with cars, like, here's a bunch of things related to cars. It's not just the 3 movies.
Just watch them all in a row.
There's
You're right.
shorts. There's behind the scene. Like, and that's cool that you can just kind of explore one of the sections like that.
And one thing that's cool and not highlighted enough is that when you click on a title, it takes you to that title's like main screen. And from there, you can watch it, you can see info about it, and you can see extras. And some of the extras we'll be watching.
Yeah.
But like, I went to Moana, and it had all these deleted scenes from the movie. And deleted scenes seems to be pretty common.
Okay.
There's some featurettes. There's some behind-the-scenes stuff. And we'll get into that more, but...
Hope we sure will.
Whatever you're checking out, make sure you check out the extras. And there's one extra that I've seen on everything we've looked at so far.
The same extra?
The same extra.
Say more.
Oh, we just watched it. Do you not know? It's Disney. It's told through emoticons or emojis.
Oh, yeah.
So this is on at least all the big movies I've looked at the extras for. There's a 1 minute or 2 minute told through emojis. And it's the story retold on like a cell phone screen
on a
using
smartphone,
emojis. It's
emojis and like different apps. Like this one was cute. Like, we won't do this for every episode.
But we watched the Steamboat Willie one. It was surprisingly cute.
Yeah. It was like when like Minnie's trying to get on the boat at one scene, so it flips away from the emojis and it opens like a fake lift app, and Minnie's trying to catch the boat, and like it was really clever.
And it like it embraced the swinging cat, because there was a cat emoji that was swinging around.
Yeah.
But like it got rid of the crane picking up Minnie by her panties.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
And Mickey fattening up a cow to get it onto a crane. And
again, I didn't mind that part. That was just like,
there's just a lot of,
there's some fun
when you
physics
put it
stuff.
all together, it's so weird.
It's troublesome.
So watch this if you're interested in watching this.
Dick, normally we're a podcast that pairs animation or two titles.
Yeah, we put two things together.
Do you have, just off the top of your head, do you have any like pairing recommendation? If we're, animation sommeliers, I don't know how to say this word.
Sommeliers.
Anything off the top of your head to pair with this?
Yes, but do you have anything that you want to do first? Because I will need a second.
Yeah, it's maybe like an early Looney Tunes episode I would be interested to see with this, because the way that this is structured and like all the physical comedy, especially because there's no dialogue, reminds me a lot more of Warner Brothers than when I think of classic Disney. I know there's a lot of sight gags. I know there's a lot of like physical comedy, but especially in this one, I'd like to just see how it compares.
Yeah.
As both evolve.
When I think classic Disney, I think I think of Goofy.
Right.
And it's like a very family friendly, like, I'm not good at sports, but I'm going to show you how to do sports.
Yeah.
And this was like very in your face.
Well, yeah, it felt, Looney Tunes is mean.
Yeah.
And this felt mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Dick?
So I had to double check the episode title, but it would be the Simpsons episode, Itchy and Scratchy the Movie.
Yes.
Where Bart and Lisa try to prove that basically the Ub Ironworks character Chester J. Lampwick. I know,
What a great name!
Great name. Created Itchy and Scratchy instead of I don't remember the
Whoever.
name.
I mean,
Anyway, so they have a parody version of Steamboat Willie called Steamboat Itchy, and it's lovely. It's a great send up.
yeah, because that's for anyone unaware. The premise is that basically Ub Iwerks really invented Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
And did a lot of this early stuff. Disney directed, but he wasn't as much of a creative force as Ub.
and he wasn't much of a drawer.
Yeah,
a drawer or artist.
Yeah, right.
He wasn't much of an animator. So yeah, and Ub got like bought away from Disney in like the early 30s.
And he should have had like a good portion of the company.
He should have a statue holding a mouse's hand, which is all we want in life.
It all started with an Ub.
Cool. So, Kate, do we have anything else?
That's all.
That's it. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for joining us on this crazy thing that we're doing for 29 episodes after this. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you listen to more of these. And of course, please tell your friends, rate and review us. Hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, and our website. Email at cellmatespodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to use the hashtag
30 days of plus.
30 days
PLUS.
of plus. Yes, spell it out.
You can't put a plus sign in a hashtag.
That's what my mom always used to say to me.
Always.
Can't put a plus tag in a hashtag.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow and the next day and many days after
tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
I'm Kate Phillips.
I'm Shakespeare. I'm Dick Ward.
Peace.
Peace.
Plus.